Match A, Jack Evans versus Chris Hero. I was going to say solid kayfabe by Jack being covered in bandages, but then he does his usual flippy shit over the introduction, so I'm not going to say that. He grabs a mic, some of the crowd cheers, please don't encourage him, he's still desperately trying to be a heel. Storytelling 101, show, don't tell. Could somebody please relay this to Jack? Not surprisingly, this match is another Jack Evans dissection. Hero is obviously in control for the vast majority of the match, so we get to see a lot of elbows and knees. Jack does eventually get some offense in, although it's very few and far between all the Hero offense. The finish sees Hero hit a short pile driver and ripcord elbow for the free count. Chris Hero advances to the finals. Essentially, this is just an extended squash match with a gimmick of Jack attempting to kick out at one each time he's pinned, and plays out pretty much exactly how that sounds. The crowd adds extra levels of enjoyment to this match, really getting into the gimmick and coming up with some fun chants. Other than that, not a lot to say. Fun to see Jack get continually destroyed, but the match probably could have gone a lot shorter and accomplished the exact same thing. Match 9, Mike Bailey versus Will Ospreay. I like that Ospreay was selling his leg. I dislike that the first sequence was running the ropes, completely counteracting the selling of the leg. So this match seems like typical PWG semi-final BOLA pacing. Fuck the feeling out process, both wrestlers kayfabe wise want this match over as quickly as possible to be able to rest and prepare for the finals, so let's just go for it. It's a small thing, but Ospreay asking Bailey himself whether or not he wanted to give up, and when Bailey said no a couple of times, applying a more painful submission remover in response, was really good. Legitimately one of those why are more people not doing this moments. Good on you, Ospreay. A relative newcomer, but holy shit does he have the potential to be one of the all-time greats, especially with the continuing selling of the leg. Yes, the start frustrated me, but he sold more after the ace crusher on the apron, which makes sense as the landing would have worsened the leg injury. The small things can sometimes do wonders for a match, as can the big things as an extended tope sequence proves. Finish sees Bailey hit his shooting star knees and his variation of the buzzsaw kick, the knockout kick as Excalibur calls it, for the free count, and Mike Bailey advances to the finals. Damn good match here, both men coming out looking like legitimate stars. That final flourish by Ospreay before Bailey reversed the Imploder 450 had me on the edge of my seat. Was Ospreay going to do it? Massive upset victory, a guy who made his debut in PWG 2 days prior, getting to the BOLA finals? Ultimately, no was the answer, but it's a big mark in this match's favour that I thought that we could have another upset victory. These two gelled fantastically well together, with Bailey looking like the better man this time around, but Ospreay not looking too far behind him, especially with that leg injury hampering him. I would have liked to seen Ospreay just spend a little more time on that top rope, getting his balance and testing out that injured leg before attempting the Imploder 450. I think it would have just tied the match together a little better. But outside of that, no real issues here. Brilliant performance by both guys, but with this being the semi-finals of BOLA, that's the expected starting point. Match 10, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Marty Scurll. Whereas in the previous match, it made sense for it not to start with any feeling out. Ospreay and Bailey's retrospective styles work well for big flurry knockout finishes. Why bother wearing down your opponent when you can just knock them out? Sabre and Marty's retrospective styles work in the opposite manner, slowly wearing down your opponent with superior technical abilities until you're able to lock in a suitable submission and have them tap out. So this one is starting with feeling out lockups and a lot of chain wrestling, a showcase of English grappling wrestling. Marty and Sabre seem like they're having so much fun here. It's a surprisingly light-hearted affair for how serious the potential repercussions of this match are. Marty even getting in a great DDP yoga gag. Guys, you should watch this match right now. It's just so much fun, even when it does eventually become more serious and they go at it harder and are just trying to inflict pain. It's win-win as two incredibly talented wrestlers trained in very similar styles are now going at it. There is a very short list of places you are going to see this particular clash of similar technical styles at this talent level, so it's really a treat to watch. Also, first time I've ever heard a "This is bloody awesome" chant break out. Very nice, PWG crowd. Very nice. Finish sees Sabre reverse the crossface chicken win attempt into a triangle choke, which Marty taps out to. Zack Sabre Jr. advances to the finals. Just a bloody fantastic match. God damn it. Loved the light-hearted extended opening. Marty wears his personality front and center as part of his character, so it's no surprise he's massively entertaining, but Sabre comes across as a great laugh here as well. The truly fantastic thing about the whole opening is that while they are joking and having a laugh, they're still putting on a masterclass wrestling clinic in the English wrestling style. The whole match is wonderful, and the 30 minutes from match card to final bell ring flies by. Our final is set: Chris Hero, Mike Bailey, Zack Sabre Jr. God damn, that's going to be good. But before we get there, Match 11, the 10-man tag team match. Team TOMMASO Ciampa, Mark Andrews, Drago, Andrew Everett, Timothy Thatcher and TOMMASO Ciampa versus Team Chuck Taylor, Aerostar, Drew Galloway, Drew Gulak and Trent and Chuck Taylor, the best friends. Holy shit, I am so excited about this. My god, the level of talent in the ring right now. Also, the look on Galloway's face when Chucky suggested that the team name should be the 5-man band was priceless. So happy to see Chucky back in a PWG ring. So much charisma and an amazing sense of humour. This match only exists so that all the wrestlers can get their shit in and have as much fun as possible. Good plan, guys. Lighten the mood and get the crowd feeling energized and refreshed for the big finale that's coming. I don't even know how to describe this match. There's an extended tope sequence, a super dick party, a slow-mo section that somehow manages to outdo the original. Fuck me, guys, just watch this. You should watch this match right now. It's just so much fun. An incredible match. It's matches like this that make me fall in love with wrestling all over again. I can't say enough good things about it. If you have already seen this, tell me I'm right. This is amazing. And if you haven't seen it, what are you waiting for? Go to ProWrestlingGuerrilla.com right now, get the DVDs and watch this goddamn match. Match 12, your main event and the final contest in the 2015 Battle of Los Angeles. Mike Bailey versus Chris Hero versus Zack Sabre Jr. in an elimination triple threat match. No big heel-face dynamics in this one to worry about, everyone is a big fan favourite. A light-hearted start to this match with Hero vacating the ring to allow Sabre and Bailey to start things off. That quickly turns into all three men chain wrestling each other at the same time, although there is still a light-hearted theme throughout this opening feeling out process. Also, good god, poor Excalibur. Listening to him call this match after giving his all over the past 2 days and the last 3.5 hours really makes me feel for him. Excalibur, you are the best wrestling commentator in the business today. My god, do you suffer for your art. I hope you know that we all appreciate it. The elimination aspect of this match sets up for some interesting dynamics as cooperation between competitors could be encouraged until the first pinfall. This is shown in Bailey and Sabre comparing notes on how to deliver kicks to a seated Chris Hero. This carries on delivering that light-hearted theme that I was discussing earlier. After that sequence, and especially when Hero gets back in the ring, it's all business though, as these men try to break each other in the only way they know how. I said earlier that a particular sequence Roddy did made me want to applaud his stamina. Well, a sequence here with Bailey throwing rapid-fire kicks to both Hero and Sabre made me want to shout to the heavens about his stamina. Does this man ever tire? First finish of the match sees Hero deliver 3 consecutive pile drivers to Bailey, eliminating Mike Bailey from the match. Smart to eliminate Bailey first. The crowd were pretty vocal about wanting the tournament to be won by either Sabre or Bailey. Hero even getting some boos and negative chants throughout the match. So you get Bailey, the biggest fan favourite in the match, eliminated by Hero first to get Hero some heat from the crowd, and then you use that for the finish. This is now down to a one-on-one contest between Chris Hero and Zack Sabre Jr. for the tournament win. Hero and Sabre look exhausted working a sluggish, heavy-hitting contest. Hero connecting with just devastating-looking strike after devastating-looking strike, and Sabre hitting back with vicious submission and specific limb-targeting moves. The finish sees Zack reversed out with Hero's gotch-style piledriver into an arm-captured Fujiwara armbar while kicking Hero in the head. Hero submits verbally to Chris Knox, and the winner of the match, and the 2015 Battle of Los Angeles winner, Zack Sabre Jr. This was a damn good match, highlighting the immense talent that all three competitors have. I've heaped praise on each participant in this match over the course of these reviews, so I won't repeat myself here, just suffice to say that it lived up to the expectations you would reasonably have knowing anything about how good these three are. It is a fantastic match from start to finish, made all the more impressive by how tired these men must be from working these past 3 days. Before Hero walks to the back, he has a few words for Sabre. You deserve this shit. And I very much am inclined to agree with him. I think Zack was a smart decision to win this year. The man is without a doubt one of the best technicians of our time. Incredibly fluent in the ring, his moveset comprises some of the most jaw-dropping, outstanding submission maneuvers you will ever have the pleasure of seeing. Combine that with how you pretty much never see him make any sort of mistake, no matter how complicated the move he's attempting to lock in is. And all in all, he is a very worthy tournament winner, perfectly in line with the legacy that BOLA holds. It's also particularly fitting that someone outside of America won this year's BOLA, as this year's tournament boasts the widest level of diversity PWG has ever seen. When Sabre comes back to PWG to cash in on that title shot against Roddy, I have no doubt that it's going to tear the roof down. Speaking of Roddy, he gets in the ring and promises that when Sabre does come back, he will beat the shit out of him. Zack cuts a quick but quintessentially English promo after Roddy leaves, saying how mental it is that he can come out to Los Angeles and wrestle somewhere like PWG. The rest of the European contingency come out to help Zack celebrate his win, and we fade to black with Zack standing tall as the crowd chants "Oi" at him. Great final stage for this year's tournament overall. Much like in stage 2, no matches that I would say are below PWG's usual average. No matches that I would say are personally disappointing either. Cage Evans gets close, but on rewatching and skipping Jack's incessant promos, the wrestling is completely solid and fun to watch. Match of the night is a difficult pick for me this time around. There are numerous matches that are completely solid affairs that deliver exactly what you expect beautifully, especially End Bailey, which may be the best 10-minute matchup you're ever likely to see. For pure enjoyment value, it's no contest. The 10-man tag team match takes it by miles. It's just pure bliss. As an overall package, I think I have to give it to the final, Bailey, Hero, Sabre. They absolutely gave everything they had to give over the course of the 3 nights, and this elimination match was the perfect end to that. Sure, maybe they could have cut some of the filler out and made it all a bit snappier to give the final a more match of the year contender vibe, but if these guys exerted themselves any more, they probably would have passed out from pure exhaustion. The crowd were as shattered as the wrestlers, but everyone steeled their resolve and put in the best effort possible to cap off one of the best bowlers ever. I am damn proud to be a PWG fan right now, and I only wish that I could have seen all of this live. As BOLA as a whole goes, I've got to give it to Stage 2 for being the best stage overall. Stage 3 suffers from its sheer length and the amount it had to accomplish in that time, and Stage 1 just doesn't have the match quality and consistency of Stage 2. Although that's not a knock against Stage 1 or Stage 3, I would very easily rank all of these as 8 and 9s out of 10, with Stage 2 probably being a 10 out of 10. As a whole, to me, BOLA is always the indie wrestling event of the year, and after this showing, there's an incredibly strong argument to be made for it simply being the best wrestling event of the year. There are some serious match of the year contenders throughout this entire event, and Stage 2 has event of the year written all over it. It's an absolute viewing pleasure to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me on these reviews. This is Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and I have been Big G Jamie for Geeky Glasses TV. If you like what you see, please feel free to hit that subscribe button, and as always, I'll see you next time.